Hi everybody, this is Mary Beth Fights with My Fearless Kitchen. It is a windy, warm day in southern Indiana, and John, my husband, is just getting ready to feed the cows. So I thought you might want to see what happens when we give hay to the cows. So let's turn the camera around and look at the girls, maybe. There we go. So this is my house, and that's our barns. And this is our pasture. There's our girls. We have 8 beef cows out here by our house. You can see they all pretty much look the same. They're black Angus, registered Angus beef cattle. We've got 8. 5 of them are pregnant and are due to be having a baby starting on about March 11th. So we're pretty excited. This is cow 3F01. I don't know if you can read her ear tag there. That cow right there, her name is Michelle. She was born on a cold winter day and got frostbite on her ears. So her ears want to have an ear tag. So she has no numbers. John knows what her number is. I just know her by Michelle. She happens to be the best mama of the crew. She tends to be our babysitter. And we'll talk babysitting when we actually have some calves on the ground. We're pretty excited for our calf crop. So I hear the tractor going, and I hear it in the barn, and that's what all these cows are looking at. They hear the tractor too, and they are headed to the barn. Just a few minutes ago, they were all laying down, way back down there. They heard John fire up the tractor, so now they're coming this way. Hopefully they'll do a little bit of running for you. That's my favorite thing, is to watch running cows. They look awful silly, but you definitely don't want to be in front of them when they're running because they'll go faster than you. The sun's kind of spotty today. It's supposed to be partly sunny. It's mostly cloudy, but I'm out here in a short sleeve shirt. It's about 70 degrees or more. Well, there's a cow peeing. Can you hear her? They're not very shy when it comes to bathroom habits. Well, hello to you too. How you doing, Mama? This is 5F06 and 5F02. Those numbers, so the 5 means that they were born in 2015. F means that they're farm, the fight calf farm. And then 02 and 06, that's the number that they were born. So 5F02 was the second calf born in 2015, and 5F06 was the 6th calf born in 2015. So these ladies are almost 2 years old, and they should be having a calf, their first calf this year. So we call them first calf heifers. Cows are called heifers right up until they have a baby. And once they have a baby, they're called a cow. But we call these ladies who are pregnant and ready to go, they're our first calf heifers. You can see, well, hopefully you could tell that they're a little shorter than the girls that were just here a minute ago. They're not quite fully grown yet. They'll keep growing as they go. Look at the big ears on that mama and her big pregnant belly. Love it. There's another one of our old pregnant mamas. Let's see her number. She's a 1F something, so she's a 2011 model, so she's coming on 6 years. And there they all go. We'll walk up the fence to the barn. John will be out here. Oh, he gave him some corn. So they're going to go up there and get some corn so they stay out of his way while he's in and out of those gates on the tractor. No running cows today, sorry. Try again another time. Oh, there she goes. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
We're live on Facebook.
Gosh, cows are hungry.
I know. So this is all the corn that these cows get in a day. We do a 5-gallon bucket of corn, and they get a 5-gallon bucket of corn, feeds 8 cows. That's all they get. Otherwise, they're just all on fresh grass or grass hay. And mostly we do the corn for training, so they know that when the corn comes out, we want them to come up. 9 times out of 10, probably more like 95 times out of 100, when they get corn, just get to come hang out here and have some corn. But sometimes it's because we want to get them up so we can bring them in the barn, check and see if they're pregnant, do their annual vaccines, put in fly tags when it gets to be fly season to help keep the bugs off. They are beef cows, so they're pretty much just left out in the pasture by themselves all day long. We very rarely handle them, so they are not what I would consider domestic. I know a lot of my dairy farmer girls will take selfies with their cows right up in their face. I don't do that because these girls will run away or they'll headbutt me, and let me tell you, that head weighs over 100 pounds. These are big girls. This 1F01 here, she's probably in the neighborhood of 1,800 pounds. So here's John in our tractor. It looks like he's carrying that on the bucket. There's actually a bale spear above that bucket, and the spear is stuck through the middle of the hay bale. And he's gonna drop it right in the hay ring. Got to get lined up a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck in the mud, but that always makes a good video. Oh, look at that, good aim. You can see the bale spear there on the top of that bucket. And we've got 2 hay rings out here, so he'll go get another bale of hay, bring it out to that second hay ring. So we feed in the hay rings for a couple reasons. So we feed 2 at a time to make sure that all 8 of our girls have enough space to be eating hay at the same time. The biggest reason for the hay rings is to try to keep as much hay as possible in an edible state for the cows. You can see around this ring, they've pulled some out on the ground. It gets kind of trampled into the mud. They will eat that, but you do lose quite a bit that way. So if we can keep it in the hay ring, then they'll eat out of the hay ring, and more of the hay gets eaten versus wasted, trampled down in the ground. When we have calves, the calves can fit through those openings, so as the hay gets eaten down, there's a nice cushy bed, and the calves will crawl through and lay inside the soft hay in the hay bales, or in the bale rings. So she won't let me touch her, but let me give you an idea of size. Here's my hand, and there's her nose. She wasn't too crazy about that, but she did good. She didn't run. They did not like me when I first came to the farm. They just didn't know me. They knew John, and they knew his voice and the way he moved, and they liked him. They would come to him, but they would go taken off. 2 years ago, I probably could not have done this with the girls. They would not even want to be up here eating while I was standing here talking. But we're all getting to know each other. There is definitely a pecking order, so to speak, among the ladies. These 5F02 and 5F06 that we saw earlier, those are our 2-year-olds, our first calf heifers. They are the youngest and the smallest, so they are lowest on the pecking order. Michelle here, the one with little ears and no tags, she's one of the big boss cows. Here comes John with his second bale of hay. Oh, he tipped it up. I shouldn't have told him we were live. He's nervous, but he'll fix it. Not to worry. She's done with corn, ready for hay. There he goes. All better. The cows will eat out of the top of that. They'll eat out of the bottom of that, settle back down. Say bye to John. So, that's feeding hay to the cows. He'll come back out here and shut these gates so the cows don't leave. We made the mistake one night. We were distracted out here with our son helping. He was about 2 at the time, and we accidentally left these gates open. And then at about 9 o'clock that night, pitch black, middle of the summer, there were cows knocking on our front porch. So we had to go out in the dark, me and John, and chase the black cows in the black night to get them back in the pasture. So that wasn't very fun. So there we are, closing the gates. Or there he is, closing the gates. I'm just standing here talking to you. And there's our girls having an afternoon snack. It's almost gone. The littler ones are the ones that are giving up and heading to the hay. The bigger boss cows are the ones who are staying here to get every last little bit. Sometimes there's a ruckus. Say hi, mamas. Can you see their tongues coming out? They lick with their tongues like a dog or a cat would. Their tongues actually have little hooks on them, like a cat's tongue. You know, a dog's tongue is soft and smooth. A cat's tongue is a little bit scratchy. A cow's tongue is a little scratchy like that too. And if you'll notice, they're good. They're licking up the corn, leaving those little sticks and bits behind. See you later, Michelle. Dell's my favorite, mostly because she's been around the longest, and because without ear taps, I can recognize her from across the pasture. John can pick them all out across the pasture. He knows who's who from a distance, but I usually have to see a number. Look at the big head on this mama. Ooh, she didn't like that. So that's one FO8, so she's a 2011 cow. And then here's 3 FO1. She's a 2013 cow. She's got a much finer head than that big mama we just saw a minute ago. And that's breeding and genetics. They're all Black Angus. Some of them have a Limousin cross. That's just a different breed of cattle. But just like different breeds of dogs have different characteristics, so do different breeds of cattle. And just like not every yellow lab looks like every other yellow lab, not every Black Angus cow looks like every other Black Angus cow. Oh, she found a little hidden pile. She knows where it's at. And the birds are coming in. This is not the crazy blackbirds that we saw before in the last video earlier this weekend. These are just some little sparrow type birds that come and they'll clean up the corn or whatever the cows leave behind. There we got 2 diehards in here looking up every last little bit that they can reach. And the rest of them are out there checking out the hay. Just a nice summer day on the Fights Cattle Farm, except that it's February. She just burped at me. Did you hear her? Off. That's what happens when you eat too fast, huh? Yep, me too. Hi, Mom. right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked watching our cows. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you want to just see some more cow video. I'm happy to do that. They are literally right outside my bedroom, so we can do this pretty much anytime. I don't like to be out when it's raining, but they don't care. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave your questions for me below. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know. Hope you have a nice day. Talk to you soon. Bye.